Yes, good people. Welcome back again to Just Perspective for the post-game show. Chelsea won, Fulham won, a London derby. We won. That's the most important point to me. It wasn't the best of performances, but we did actually better than I expected us to do, given that awful performance against Middlesbrough. So we did much better today. We won. I get it. Some issues persist, but we have to take it. And I hate saying something else I want to say quickly. I think we expect so much from this team that even when we win games, we don't give them enough credit. I think we did well enough to win this game. Let's see, Chelsea. Come on, he's the G's. Chelsea, meet your boy. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We have just 5 likes, but I think we should do better than that. We should be doing better than that. Constantine Dante saying that was another masterclass on how not to close out a game. Heston, actually, when Greek Chris come on, I thought he was going to come on for Malo Gusto because he was on a yellow, so that we don't risk him getting a second yellow. I think Heston, if I was the manager too, subbing on defensive players, to a certain extent, I think he wanted to do that because he knew we still have that issue of struggling towards the end of games and the risk. It could have ended 1-1 actually. So maybe that was why the fear of that happening was the reason why he had to make those defensive changes. And again, remember, we have to say this. I think our record at home has improved under Mauricio Pochettino. I'm not saying he's the best coach for us, but that's something else to be happy about, and I'll take that. The fact that our home performance has improved record, I'll take that. Hopefully that continues because he will go a long way for us, at least to be stronger at home and do much better than we've done. Like last season, we were awful at home. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. I told you, Coach Poch will just try to close up shop second half. No cojones to go in and win it by more. But at least we somehow held on an important win. It was a London derby, and here's the thing. I think I knew he was going to make defensive substitutions, and that's because probably the fear of how we perform towards end of games. Every game, it's like that. So probably he still has that. That's still you can say lingers at the back of his mind, and he had to make defensive changes to ensure that didn't happen. And you could argue it worked because Gilchrist made I think 2 of 3 important clearances that helped. I knew Chilwell would come on left winger. OMG, this coach Mudryk just had a look on his face like he saw a ghost. I think he starts the next game. But if he doesn't handle Mudryk well, that may well lead to him losing his job. Because the owners, before they sign any player, they believe in Mudryk, and Mudryk is an excellent player. And for me, I get it. Raheem Sterling won us a penalty, but I think Mudryk should be starting over Raheem Sterling, or should be starting over someone else in the team. Glad we got 3 points in the end. Broya and Sterling were whatever you say there, but I'm not going to read that for you. I wish there's a microphone for everybody in the chat, so when it gets to your turn to say anything, you say it and not write whatever you like and expect me to read it. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We have just 8 likes. We should be doing much, much better than that. There's still no fluidity or pattern of play going forward. That's a coaching, in my opinion. I think that will be sorted out with time. Remember, we've been chopping and changing quite a lot due to injuries. I think that will fix itself, and I think I'm seeing pattern of play, maybe not consistently. You see flashes of it every now and then boom, it gets lost. And lack of experience is a huge issue with our squad. I have to say that we don't know how to manage games. Even when we can keep the ball and just waste time a bit by doing that, we just keep every time we get the ball, we want to go forward and in the process lose it. That's lack of experience that has led to that. After all, this time and yes, 6 months full preseason should be enough. I agree, but the truth is injuries we've had haven't helped. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let's see, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Hammering on tactics without mentioning the lack of quality in attack. It's a bit myopic. Crying doesn't make your eye blurry. If you are crying, you can still see. Here's the thing: we won. More importantly, congratulations on the win. I knew you were going to say that. That's your, should I call it your more there? But I like that. For me, I don't know. I don't want to start an argument with Constantine Dante by saying it was a good win, but we won, and that was good to see. Congratulations on the win. We need hard work to score goals. Second on the EPL on expected goals, yet on bottom half of the table. I think we played well and could have scored more. And Gallagher was unlucky today, but he did relatively well. Not perfect, but he did well. Mark Oscar White Okoro, Mr. Okoro, Wokibo. Nice to see you there. I hope you're doing well. Okay, man. And he says, yeah, what Wokibo, come and join us on YouTube and subscribe. And if you're a student, you get a chance to win our monthly giveaway, and you get a chance to win at least $50. You don't need world-class talent to do that, Vic. Yep, I agree. I can agree with you. You don't need world-class talent to instill a pattern of play or to coach a pattern of play. Yeah, I agree, but I think I've seen it. I'm seeing it, but I'm not going to judge the manager on that much. That's because we've been chopping and changing players due to injuries. And obviously, you haven't cried like the rest of us watching Poch coach. It's like a waterfall I cannot see anymore. I think we can. I'm glad we won this. We're eight. Big up to you too, Mark and Noom. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding time to join the show. The Palmer and Madueke duo is highly underrated. I think Madueke is highly underrated. Some people were actually on X screaming Chelsea should sell him or loan him out. He's so underrated that it's not funny. You could say he's the most direct player we have right now in that team, and he has a lot to offer. He just needs consistent game time, in my opinion. Pochettino coming in like Poch after game interview. Just go away. Here's the thing. I think I think Poch flip flops, but I know why I've decided not to judge him that much. Guys, after celebrating the win, let's concentrate on Chile playing left wing. I was pissed. Here's the thing. The manager wanted a more defensive-minded player doing that. I think Mudryk will start the next game, in my opinion. Poch out. The football is embarrassing. Because I'm not going to complain too much. Let's take the win. Let's see. Big up coach at Chelsea win after a stinker at Riverside. When Poch gets sacked, I hope Sterling will be part of his luggage. And my 2 a.m. compatriots, for lack of a better language, there. Big up coach. And the chat survived at the end. Yep, which is why you could say that panicky sort of display from our team towards the end of the game was the reason why the manager made, you can argue, defensive changes when, again, a lot of us expected him to bring on more offensive players to see if we can get a second goal, but he knew that was coming. I think he's known to be an offensive-minded manager, but now I think his biggest concern is the shaky moments we've witnessed week in, week out whenever we play teams. Horse do dong is his vocabulary. When anyone trying to say this needs to apply, please. But I understand what you're saying there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's have a good conversation here. Don't take anything personal, and that's how we operate here. Vic, I understand you need to stick for family. Let's Broya and Sterling were terrible, but we will go on talking about tactics. We should have scored more goals, blah, blah, blah. These fan base, Poch cannot do anything right. Here's the thing. We won. Let's stick it with that. And if you want to hop onto the panel to come tell us what you think about the game, I don't know. I'm not going to share the link in the comment section right now. I think Enzo Fernandez today for me was brilliant. Let's focus on the positives. It wasn't perfect, but we won. It could have ended 1-1, and I would take that anytime, any day. Enzo was just brilliant on the day, and I expected him to win man of the match. I heard from someone somewhere, or maybe I read somewhere on X that he won the man of the match, and deservedly so. It was an excellent performance for him. He was everywhere, making good runs. He looks like he's well rested. For me, because if you know Enzo, you'd know that he's always had it in him. Probably played so much football from the World Cup to the qualifiers and everything. Those games he's played haven't helped. So He's looked tired at times, but today he looked very energetic. Ran the game, was spraying the passes everywhere. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. Big up Dante, the chat leader, the captain of the house. That's another name to call him. Respect Jay, my fellow 2AM guy. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you. Gallagher was killing Enzo before this game. Remember, so what changed? I'm not sure what changed. It's because it's the same structure. I just don't know. Because yes, we that's that what we can say. That's a huge contrast between how we played today and how we played against Borough. Enzo, especially, I'm gonna keep clamoring. Even all the players were good today. They did well. Chilwell in the left back position, he was excellent in my opinion, even though he wasn't a left back, but he did so well today in that position. And Thiago Silva was good. The Sassi was good. Caicedo did very well, but credit to Palmer also. But Palmer towards the end of the game looked tired. And that's not taking away how well he did overall during the game, during the duration of the game. Keep dropping likes on the stream. And quickly, the secret. I want to review the secret as usual. To those of you who are following the show on X, formerly known as Twitter, or following the show on Instagram or Facebook, here's a secret for you. You're better off joining us on YouTube, subscribing to the channel, and also ensuring that you turn on the notification button. Why? And that's because we do monthly giveaway whenever we can, just to appreciate our members who are students, and you get the chance to win at least $40 if you follow the show on YouTube. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, say Enzo stepped up and nothing changed in terms of tactics. I think he stepped up. Yep, the players all stepped up today. They wanted to win this. I think we got the reaction. Good reaction from them after that loss to Borough. It wasn't perfect, but we won. Enzo was probably man of the match. I think I saw something to that effect on X that he won man of the match, and deservedly so, in my opinion. He was excellent today. Cole Palmer is showing more talent and maturity and leadership than Raheem Sterling. I think I agree with you. He leads by example. Sterling hasn't done that. He hasn't performed consistently, and that's an issue for me. Up to Chelsea, Maya. Maya is in the house. Nice to see you. We have so many unpolished gems. I think I agree with you. They will mature with time. And given the average age of this current Chelsea team, I wasn't expecting too much of them. And you could say because a lot of people are expecting too much of this team, it has gone to the extent that we don't appreciate them, even when they do well enough. We don't appreciate them because we expect too much of them. We can wait for them to get polished. I think we can, and we have to. And as you've seen, the owners, they're not taking any other route. They've decided it's youth. Keep them together so they gel and become unbeatable. What beat us in a year or two? The talent is there. But I think from what we've heard from the manager, they're looking to mix it up with a bit more experience to balance things out so that we'll be able to achieve stuff now and not wait for another year or two. For lack of a better language there, Gallagher was still on the field, unfortunately. But I'd say I give him credit. He did well enough. I think the manager values that run, and he does. It does go a long way, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with Sterling, the prime example that not all experience counts. Yeah, I agree with you. Cole Palmer, what a signing! He was outstanding. But in my opinion, man of the match today. Enzo Fernandez. He was running throughout the game, putting good defensive shift also, did enough to help protect the defense, not just offensive plays. He was excellent defensively and offensively. You need to make up your mind on Poch and Gallagher, and you have the right to do so. No one is trying to convince you. I think he knows that, but he likes to have conversations, and Dante sometimes likes to troll those in the chat too. So he's a big boy there. Some fans are still not happy we won today. I haven't. If you listen to some people speak about the game, you'd be wondering whether they actually want us to lose a game so that they can turn around and say, "Yeah, I was correct. We're crap." I haven't seen anything as ridiculous. We win, people complain. We draw, they complain. We lose, they complain. What do our fans want? Here's the thing. we won, but the game wasn't perfect. Some issues linger, but we can always look at it and still say we need to improve in certain areas. We need to do better in certain areas. That's natural. But when you see somebody being just unnecessarily negative attitude, no, and I'd say I haven't seen such. Now people are just voicing their opinion. Gallagher in that position kills most players going forward. If we had a better player there, we can create some more chances. But he's done his best, and I agree with you that it's not traditionally that's not where he plays. And I believe we expect more for somebody who plays in the number 10 position. But I still say Gallagher has a place in this team. Where that is, I don't know. We'll find out when we have all players available for selection. Petrovic is my first choice. Let's actually talk about Petrovic a bit. I think he's an excellent player, really. He's done so well, doesn't panic even under pressure. I remember when who was that passed the ball back to him, and the Fulham fans they were having a go at him, believing they could get him to make a mistake. But boy, he's so calm on the ball, doesn't panic, and can pass the ball comfortably with his left leg and right leg with both feet. He's that good. I like him so much. I think we signed ourselves an excellent goalkeeper there, and I don't see what happens. Again, it would take some, you could say, blatant errors between the sticks for him to be dropped for Robert Sanchez whenever he recovers. But let's see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and the likes do go a long way. And please, as you converse in the chat, have a conversation. Don't take anything personal. That's why we're here. Palmer, a good signing. I knew that from time. I knew we signed ourselves an excellent signing there. Let's see what else we have here. Great save from an excellent save too from Petrovic, and also claimed the ball well in the air. I think you can. I mean, it'd be safe to argue that so far he's shown that he's a better he's actually the better goalkeeper of the two, in my opinion. He's an excellent shot stopper. He's good with his feet, and his distribution is excellent. And I think he releases the ball quicker than Robert Sanchez does, even when he does that with his hands or with his feet. But I am happy that he's comfortable using either foot. Let's see. People don't realize we are above Manchester United. We are right now, but they have a game in hand. But it doesn't matter anyway. That puts pressure on them. Time to be here. Yep. Let's see what else we have here. 8. Yeah, single-digit number. That's not easy. That hasn't happened for a while now. Since 2022, you could say. So I'll take it. It wasn't the best of performances, but we did well enough. You could see that we wanted to win. Yeah. I hope again. Let's continue with that trajectory, and the home record improving is something special too. It's something we take for granted, but it's very important, and it will most definitely go a long way for us. Constantine, that's saying, Coach, I believe we have a place in this team. For Gallagher, a great squad player to have, especially to bring on when we need to close out games. If that's how you see it, but as long as Kirsten, until we sign another player that's as industrious as he is, as tireless as he is, I think the manager will keep playing him. That's how I see it. If anything, I'd go to the extent of saying maybe the bar is that low. That's something else I want to say. Phil, I'll come to you guys in a bit. Okay, let's hear you, Phil. Your observations from the game. What do you make of it? Once you're done, I'll bring in Bobby. I've read enough in the chat. Let's bring back the microphone to those on the panel. Let's hear you, Phil. Are you there, Phil? Can you hear me? Okay, it looks like he has an audio issue. Bobby, you can come in.
Yeah. I'm coming in now. I'm on the road, and the reception is a bit iffy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear, but
Can
it's
you hear me at all?
should I use I don't know if there's anything like it sounds like your word
Yeah,
that
well,
are
let me get on with it, Coach, before it
uh,
goes. I don't
all right,
know
go
how
ahead.
long it's going to last.
Okay.
Just really quickly, I, I, I find a lot of our fan base are just pathetic. You know, they're so spoilt. They're not strong-minded men at all. Men know how to build things. Building takes time, and it's sometimes painful. It's not easy. This team is building. For God's sake, what don't they understand? We've now got a 1-0 win. We need to be able to win like that at times. 1-0, clean sheet, 3 points. End of story. You know, they're expecting prime time tiki-taka Barcelona every single game for a bunch of kids in a process learning to integrate with a whole heap of injuries. Now, as you see, I'm on the road. I've had to miss the second half. Please, I hope my wife recorded it. I covered the under 8, so I've got some commitments. But, you know, I'm happy we got a win, Coach. A much-needed win, a much-needed 3 points. You know, I want to talk about the players that performed. I think Petrovic has nailed down the number 1 spot. It's his to lose now. You spoke of Enzo. Well, if he played like you did, great. You know, this was an important win for us. Very important win. Now they want to slate Gallagher. You know, I've had a little look at some things on X, which I regret actually. I wish I hadn't. They're slating Gallagher. This kid has been there for us. He's been supporting the team. He's been fit. You know, he may not be the greatest player in the world, but he's what we have. I just wish, I don't know what these guys want. Not all of them, but
Yes,
there is a
here's what we're
sector.
gonna do, Bobby. I think your audio we can barely hear you. We'll still be here by the time you get home, so you can join us back. The audio is really
Okay,
poor. Yeah.
okay.
Hmm. And if you're there, Phil, let's hear you. Phil, are you there? Let's hear your observations from the game. Let's hear you.
Yeah, big up, coach. Big up, everyone in
Yeah,
the
big up
comment
to you too, brother.
section.
I appreciate you. And you actually have a nice camera and nice background. You can always show your face on camera. We enjoy that. People like that.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Yeah. So let me know when you're ready to speak and again. So that yeah, I am
Yeah,
okay. There you
I'm ready.
go. There you go. Look at handsome man like you. You should be on camera, bro. Let's hear you. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Let's hear you. Your observations from the game.
So first of all, I'm happy we won the game because the 3 points were much more vital than playing a good game versus Fulham. I like the fact that even though we didn't play a perfect game, almost like the one we played versus Liverpool or Arsenal or Man City, we managed to hold on that lead and we didn't concede. That's a very important thing when it comes to games. That's why you see teams like Liverpool, teams like Arsenal, whenever they
Mhm.
actually have a lead or whenever they have a late goal, they can actually do that consistently because they actually do these things all the time. This win was much more important in the fact that we have another game this coming week with Boro. At least a win will give the players a bit of confidence, and also they will have a bit of relief to know that at least that we didn't lose. We now have a chance to actually beat Boro and we can actually go guns blazing. And that's just one important thing I like. I didn't want Sterling to be
Mhm.
there, but I'm glad he was there because he won us the penalty, which helped us to win the game. But when I saw him playing, I didn't really see much from him. I expect a lot from him because he's one of our oldest attackers. So I expect that whenever he's put in, he needs to step up. But the people like Caicedo, Enzo, I was happy that they actually stepped up today. And Enzo especially was everywhere in the pitch. And Gallagher as well was everywhere. I'm just glad that we got the 3 points. Now we are on to the next one, which is during the midweek, and also another game next week versus Villa at home. So these are like three games in a row at home. So at least if we can keep that consistent uh, record we have at home now, it's going to be very, very helpful because we will know if we can beat Boro, we beat Villa as well. At least we can start building the Stamford Bridge
Yeah,
that,
we have a good
you
chance
know,
to climb up the table. Yeah,
exactly. Because now we're on 31 points, yeah, which means if we
yeah,
can
we have a good
win
chance to
the
climb.
next game,
Yeah. Yeah,
we
and
we
had
are
it been,
probably
I
going
think
to
Constant
get
Dante is correct.
to
Had we score, if we scored one more goal or more goals, I think I'll look at it again. But go ahead, what you were saying, so that we can catch up with what we have in the chat, and I'll come back to you in a bit.
Yeah, I agree with what you are saying because if we manage
Okay,
to get
let me catch up with what we
more
have in the
goals,
chat. I hope. Mhm.
we're going to at least climb up and go to seventh, which means
Yeah, it looks
Brighton
like
was going to.
the it takes a while. Let me just catch up with what I'll come back to you again, Phil. Just give me a few seconds. It look like the communication is a bit slow there. CFC will go far in
Okay.
case they show seriousness. And let's see, half our squad is injured. We are among the youngest squad in the Premier League, and now we are eight. Sorry, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. And I'm gonna say this. I did again tell myself before the season started. I don't expect too much from this team. I expect us to do well. How well enough, I don't know. The inconsistencies we've observed from this team, it's yeah, we're kids, and kids will always be kids. So I'll take it. I agree with you, and I hope your newborn is doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. Another goal, and we will be seventh. I saw that, and I was asking. Brighton has started one. Another goal will have five. We have plus five. No, I don't think we'll be seventh. I'll look at it again in a bit. But more goals could have made a difference for us. We need to sell Broya and get someone else in the window with the uncertainty around Nkunku. Do I think the club would do that? I honestly do not know. You've learned to say go away. Let's see what we have. One problem I have with the players, their poor decision and discipline. The yellow cards are unreal. Yeah, it looks like they're not paying attention. Who was that got one today? Was it but you could say that of Disasi happened in the moment. He didn't know, maybe he didn't know it was a foul, and probably have decided to kick the ball before it occurred to him he's going to get carded if he'd done that. I'm happy for the win. We need this win. Wins do go a long way. It doesn't matter how you win, just win. Winning can be, as much as winning can become a habit, as much as losing can become a habit. It doesn't even see the second half comments. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Good win. Big up to chat panel and coach. Nice to see you. Tiger, I appreciate you finding the time to join. Tiger, I really want to do we still have to do the AFCON preview later. Even if we're 2 games into the competition, it doesn't really matter. Let's see what else we have here. We watched Liverpool be mediocre for years, and look at them now. I agree with Bobby. Feels like most of our fans are kids. You can say failed to see the situation. Maybe that's how I say it. It's that emotion side thing after it came, possibly. I think that's what it is. Emotions are running high right now. You should go to Twitter and see what you see there. Our fans need to wake up. The reality of FFP. We had to buy young players, which means patience is needed for growth. I think that's a strategy. But Chelsea Godfather, nice to see you. If you're watching, people, and if you haven't, please go check out Chelsea Godfather's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and let him know I sent you. Excellent content creator and should have at least 10,000 subscribers. Another problem with CFC players that they hold ball and dominate a lot. Pochettino should check at that. Okay, I'm not sure whether I understand that. When games start, okay. This bro is still asking when is the game starting. The game is finished and we won 1-0. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. Sitting against sitting against the lights. Sit somewhere where light falls on your face. Okay, that's for him. I think it's fine. I'll take it. I think the camera is. I think it depends on the quality of the camera. Win is positive performance again, isn't it? Yeah. A win is a win. We won. Did find a way to win and could have scored more goals. Actually, we were unlucky, but I'll take it. Really, it will go a long way for us. People are always shaming and rubbish in Gallagher. This boy said even though we signed the Enzo Caicedo, Ugochukwu, and Lavia, the lack of respect for Gallagher is embarrassing. People again, especially here, people do talk about his quality and all that. I don't think they shame him, but I understand where you're coming from. We're not perfect, but who's Poch gets a get, Poch gets a breather. I think, yeah, it's as simple as that. Not a Poch fan, but imagine your squad being incomplete since the start, almost mostly under 26-year-old with minimal Premier League experience and be expected to be top four. It's difficult. We can do it, but the kids will always be kids. Bobby isn't aware of the process. Just go away, guys. Missing Jackson, you can say we miss him. I think a lot of people have realized how well he's done for us so far. For me, at the beginning of a success for us starts with a new medical staff and a proven striker coach 100%. I'm not too sure whether I would sign a striker this window, but we'll find out. 9 points to safety. That's how Mark Smith is saying it. Maybe big up, coach. I'm happy with the 3 points, and also we are both Man United and Newcastle. I hope Newcastle loses to Man City and Man United lose to Spurs and Werner to score against Man United. I'll take that. I hope that happens. And Constantine Dante, he's saying we have opinions. It's no excuses for calling us names like Bobby does. I think I agree. And we've talked about that before. He has done it before and then apologized, then doing it again. Still love Bobby, yeah, but yeah, I think that's him. I think he's going to learn. We will caution him whenever that happens because we're family and he's going to learn. Hi, Coach. Hi to you too. Dumpry, nice to see you. Nice to be back. I got more. I hope you are doing well. A nice game. Gallagher was not good today. Nice job for Disasi. Was solid. I think they all did relatively well, except for Broya. He didn't do that much well, but he tried his best. I could have scored a goal too. Vic, its opinion on Gallagher, football and opinions. So yeah, football and opinion mainly. That's what I see here, but that's what we do here. We have conversations here, and Jaka is saying Gyökeres, Sesko, Ferguson, Osimhen, Tone. Not Ferguson for me, not for that amount. Gyökeres maybe, Sesko maybe, Osimhen absolutely, but it's not happening this January. I hope United lose so that we can laugh at them and laugh at them for laughing at us when Chelsea have bad times and same to Newcastle United. It's football, and it's part of it. And what makes it enjoyable is banter, and I'm into that. That's why you see me releasing some video laughing at other teams when they lose games. Coach, breaking the serious character by doing what? Good. Jay, I thought you're on my side. Remember, we're the 2 a.m. guys, so I'm not sure what you're saying there. Bobby, it's no nonsense ever. A product of your needs hurting when he wakes up. But yes, then we should mind the language we use. I think that's what that's what that's what Dante is trying to say there. And Dante ended it with Bobby will love you. Dante, it's not a constructive opinion. You talk about Gallagher and Pochettino like they are the only thing wrong with Chelsea. Bless your blue heart. Okay, it's still a conversation I like there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else we have to look at here. Coach would have scored the chances Gallagher missed, including no. I'm not gonna agree with you because you said I could have scored it. I think he did well. I could have scored a goal. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Have a good conversation. Do not take anything personal. Vic and Dante, tone it down a bit. Dante, you're the captain of the house. Let's not escalate. Let's de-escalate and have a good conversation here. That will go a long way. Chelsea FC wins. Yeah, we won, and that makes me happy. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Why do we have just we have 24 votes? So why isn't that corresponding to 25 likes? We're stuck at 18 likes. It just doesn't make sense. Phil, anything else you want to say before we look at the numbers? To see how well each of the players did. We'll do that one by one. Let's hear you. Who is your man of the match and why? Let's hear. We have to round this off as soon as possible because we need to go watch a Timo Werner play. What time is it starting?
I think
Has it
it's
started already? Because this one that I seen Dante is saying Tibo Timo.
I think there's still some time. There's still time.
Okay.
So,
Leicester City lost today.
yeah, they were
Let's see. I'm
thrashed.
looking for that particular result here. What games? What are the games? Let me just go to the Premier League column. For the Premier League, we have just 2 more games today.
Yeah, there's
which is
Newcastle.
just 1 more game today. Newcastle United and Manchester City. I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was saying,
that's it for today. Not but Thibaut Sanchez again.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Tomorrow. So my man of the match has to go to Enzo.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say it's Enzo, it's because he stepped up today.
Yeah, deservedly.
He actually showed why we actually paid 100 million for him. You know, I've seen some couple of weeks people slandering his name, saying, no, Enzo is not good because he doesn't bring any GNA. He's actually scoring goals, but that's not the main reason why we actually brought him to the team. We brought him so that at least we can build on him on the midfield and he can actually start creating some chances and also strengthen our midfield. Because personally, I think him and Caicedo and Gallagher, they're not a bad combination. They're actually good. But with time, they can only build. With playing together for some time, they are always going to get even better than what they are doing now. And the whole team, that's how I actually feel like the whole team is going to get better with time. And also on the issue of Jackson, I can actually see we're already missing him already because it seems like we don't have as many creators up front to allow us to score more goals. Because if you look at it, the people who are creating the goals, it's either Cole Palmer and sometimes maybe Raheem Sterling. And when we're not creating as much chances, it's usually difficult even for Broya to score because I don't think he's much of a bad striker. He just doesn't get enough chances for him to actually capitalize and score for us.
Yep.
And I don't think he's going to be sold anytime soon because with how things are looking right now, Kunku is out, so we won't have anyone up front. And also Jackson is not going to be back anytime soon from the AFCON, so he will probably stick around until maybe we can get a proper striker, maybe end of the season or even sometime in January now.
Yep, we'll talk about Petrovic a lot. I think he deserves to remain the number 1 from what we've seen so far, but we still have a long way to go before Sanchez comes back. He's been excellent in my opinion, and the signs are, from what I've seen so far, say straight away he's better than Sanchez. Sanchez will come straight in as number 1. Poch will make sure of it. I'm concerned that that's going to happen because Sanchez has people at Chelsea, but Petrovic doesn't. Those that signed him, that have worked with him at Brighton before. Petrovic is the way forward. I hope Poch can see it. I hope he can see it because if he doesn't, people will ask questions. You don't back down, Dante. Let's enjoy Gallagher until the summer. Let's see what else we have here. Well, at least we have our starting left wing back. Let's see. Petrovic takes whatever you said there, and that's what I like the most. He's not forcing those dumb passes. And like Sanchez, he will become another Serbian Chelsea legend like Ivanovic. He's an excellent goalkeeper and he's fearless too. And how calm he's on the ball is something that moves me, even under pressure. Sanchez is a very good goalie, but he makes too many silly errors especially playing out from the back. So I agree with you. Chelsea Godfather, when you get a chance to share the link to your YouTube channel so people can go check it out. Petrovic should remain number one. Sanchez can sit down. And big up to you too, my assistant that's in the house, Santiago Muno. Nice to see you, brother. Santiago. Nice to see you. And DJ Service in the house. Appreciate you. Of course, you have to appreciate DJ. He's a real DJ with bass. All right. And DJ, you have to train me to be a good DJ. Letness is greatness. I'll big up Kachila. And just taking advantage of having a reception quality so I can say hello on my way back from match. A good win, but we lack a killer up front. Yeah, it was a good win after all. I'll take that. A London derby, actually. I don't like Chilwell at left wing. Poch needs to see that and put him back to the left back. I think he would do that. He just wanted them. I think Mudryk will start the next game. Coach, Letness is great. Just to remember that. Yeah, I remember that. So, Bobby, let's hear your observations from the game. And please, let's watch the language we use so some fans don't feel like we don't respect them. But, Bobby, let's hear you. Hopefully, your connection is better.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't know how much of the last time I spoke was heard, but I'd rather not repeat myself. The ultimate summary of that is that, you see, being able to win 1-0 and not play particularly well is part of the mark of successful teams we're looking for. Last season, we could not have done this, certainly in the second half of the season when we were extremely bad. So this is all progress. We are in a build. It's so clear. And a build takes time. It's, we have our ups and downs. And in the process of building, you start to perfect what you have, because then you start to see the little gaps that need to be plugged. We cannot be a fan base that is just looking for the finished product every time. Sometimes we need to enjoy this building process. And yes, we have some terrible performances like against Borough away. That was shocking. But you can see that the purpose of that is because the reason for that is because we are building, and also because of the injuries that have really hampered us. And I won't stop saying it until we stop having them. Petrovic, definitely, I have to agree, must remain as number one. It's his to lose now. Sanchez is not Pochettino's son. Neither is he the child of anybody that owns the club. So he has to earn his position. The reason why I go with Sanchez is that his error rate is far less than... the reason why I go with Petrovic is that his error rate is far less than Sanchez. He's less likely to make errors than Sanchez. We look a little bit more secure in the goalkeeping position than Sanchez. What I think we need right now, and everybody knows this, so I'm sounding like a broken record, is it's not that we can't break down teams. It's not that we can't create chances. We need to be able to finish them. But 1-0 to the Chelsea, I'll take that all day long this season, because it means we climb up the table.
I'm gonna say, let me see if I have to debate with Constantine Dante today again. It's a huge win for multitude of reasons. London derby, it was a London derby. Yep, and we won. And Fulham isn't an easy side. They're not an easy side. They play very well. I get it. They're missing Iwobi and two important players due to AFCON. After 3 months out, he puts Chilwell on at left wing with game opening up, while Mudryk on the bench playing not too badly. I think I agree. I think a better substitution would have been Mudryk coming on, because Fulham wanted an equalizing goal, and there were tons of spaces for Mudryk to exploit. But like I said, I think I can understand he wanted a more defensive-minded player, because probably the fact that we struggled towards the end of games must be, you say, still, he must have that at the back of his mind. So, but I cannot. If I were him, I'd bring on Mudryk than than Ben Chilwell. Big up to you too. Sorry. Also big up to the panels. Big up to you too, brother. We saw you there. 3 shots on target isn't exactly not taking our chances, but we had opportunity, could have scored more. But I understand where you're coming from. But let's take it. We won. Chilwell at left wing again. I don't think he rates Mudryk. I think he rates him. If he doesn't, that Mudryk could lead to him losing his job. And yep, he rates him very well. I think probably he plays him in the next game, which is when, I don't know. I saw an interesting stat today, which outlines that we are the only team in the Premier League to never go to halftime behind any team. I think that changed. If it's in the Premier League, it hasn't changed. But if you're counting every other game, it didn't that change against Borough, against any team. And from 8 games, we have scored for us. We have won. We have won 7 and drew 1 and never lost. So improvement. That is, in my opinion. Sorry.
Our halftime.
Okay,
our halftime result to me is a pointless stat. I look at those stats, it's laughable. What's the point? The issue, it's not the halftime stat that matters, it's the full-time stat that matters, in my humble
I think
opinion.
he's highlighting, I think his point is that clearly highlights our problem. We don't see off games.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
He's not He's not saying it's a good thing. He's just mentioning that it highlights the point that the fact we start off well and we don't end well, which is why we nearly drew against Luton Town and we nearly drew again today. And I think lack of experience is a huge issue for us, in my opinion. It's an improvement than the previous disaster season in so many ways. In a home record also. And plus something I saw on today in terms of points wise, we were better off last season, or this season actually, than last season. But we still need to do better. That's for sure. If Mount took that penalty, he would 100% miss that. Mount isn't good at taking penalties, but we shouldn't be talking about Mount. Let's talk about ice cold Palmer. What a player we signed there, and Pep will be biting his tongue. Play Enzo Fernandez in the right position and he balls. I have been saying this for ages to the Enzo haters and Caicedo to both were excellent today. I was seeing the Enzo of last season pinging the passes. He was excellent. Just make the run and he will see you. You could argue the fact that he did well today, that the players he played with all made good runs. But beyond that, he actually progressed the ball, he held onto the ball when he had 2 or 3 opposition players on him and still progressed it effectively. I would take that. Enzo Chilwell actually didn't hardly defend. If he at least did, but he didn't. Yeah, then the argument I made would be valid. Making things happen by far, he deserves the man of the match. Palmer, calm, cool, and class as usual. But Palmer, to me, I think he was tired towards the end of the game. You could see that by the way of how he flopped some opportunities we had. Decision making actually, because when you're that tired, it can impair your judgment or your decision making, for lack of a better term. There, the Chilwell sub was perfect. We weren't composed in the last 5 minutes. That's how I see it too. Last 5 minutes to kill off the game. Poch is not always at fault. Okay, let's see what else we have here. And I think I've talked about your YouTube channel. Let's see what else. And bro, Chelsea Godfather, you don't need me to remind you whenever you're here. That's why you were made a moderator. Share the link to your YouTube channel so people can always go check it out. Enzo, man of the match, I agree. Palmer, very close. It could have gone to either two, but I'll take Enzo because he ran the show for us. Colwill was solid as well. Another player who gets criticism for nothing. I think he did very well. You can say this must be one of his best performances for Chelsea, starting in that position. After that comment, it's not subscribing. That's a good one there. Mount is 2023. Let's leave him there with Manchester United. Go ahead, Bobby.
It's not insignificant that Enzo was able to run the show. Why? Because Gallagher was there doing the donkey work. You can't leave Enzo alone with Caicedo to do that sort of work. You need that physical person. Now, Gallagher is not necessarily the most physical, but he's more physical than they are. and that frees them up
More
to
of
be
his
the
energy, the running, the
yeah.
pressing.
Well, that's what he uses to compensate for perhaps a little bit of a lack of size that a lot of these other teams have. But that frees them up. And so it frees them up. They're not weaklings, no, but they're not strong, as it were, for Premier League level. But when they're freed up, then the physicality they have takes them through, and the technical ability they have takes them through. And this is the balance that we need in midfield, and this is why Enzo playing to his strengths, and you'll get the brilliant world class player that we have, and very very much still in the making. Patience, guys, patience. We're gonna get there. I have faith in this team. I really do.
Mm-hmm. And let's see what we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Mounts is I'm not reading that. Since the Liverpool game, that 1-1 draw, Enzo hasn't pressed harder until today. He did well defensively, offensively, and otherwise he was excellent. Constantine, I like the fight, your fight with Chelsea Godfather, and Constantine Dante says Bobby out today. He doesn't like Bobby today. Bobby beat me to it regarding Gallagher and Enzo. It's about finding the proper chemistry. Just 1 second, Bobby. It's about finding the proper chemistry among the middle trio. It takes time. Bobby, let's say you were going to add something to that.
Constantine knows I got nothing but love for that guy. You know, he just knows. That's why he throws punches at me, because I can't hit him back, man. I love you, my brother. I really do.
Yeah, he knows you love him too. And the first thing he talked about, he ended it with "It's all love, Bobby." He understands. He's a mature guy, the captain of the house, and knows when to de-escalate. And I trust him. Let's see what else we have here. Chelsea Godfather. And he says, Pochettino in every video. That's hilarious. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. And DJ here is saying thank you. Thank you, Bobby. Says thank you, Bobby. This is what I have been saying about Enzo Fernandez. Unfortunately, some of our fans just don't understand football and will always say anything to come across as if they know what they're saying. And Gabriel, hey, nice to see you.
Big up, DJ.
Haven't seen you.
Big up him, DJ.
According to Bobby. DJ, this is for you anyway. We respect and love. And this is saying, hello, Chelsea brothers. A good win today. Can enjoy the weekend for a change. I thought it was a good performance from the team. I think it was a good performance. He wasn't perfect, but it was good. Good enough to help us get the win. A deserved win. And they showed more fight and determination. I agree. More importantly, they wanted to win. You could say the reaction we wanted after that loss to Borough. I want to win the FA Cup. We can finally win it for the first time since 2018 in 6 years. We can. Chances that we can win it. So let's look at the numbers. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Why do we have more views? Back in there, we have 691 views to 23 votes, 23 likes. We should have more likes there. Please, if you haven't, take a second, drop a like on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're getting closer and closer to 19,000 subscribers. Right now, we're at 18,399 subscribers. Let's get it up high. But the likes do go a long way. For those of you that are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you. And that's because you watching alone does go a long way. But we urge you to please do us one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. Sincerely do appreciate you. Let's see what else we have here. Big up, Gabriel. It has been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. Actually, I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's okay. If Chelsea win the Carabao Cup, it will be the first time in 9 years since we last won it. Yeah, we need it. We need it. So let's look at the numbers. Here. A possession 55 to 45. You can say I see that as pretty even. Expected goals 2.08, 0.94 for Fulham. So you could argue a deserved win for us. Total shots of 17 of us to 14 of theirs. You could argue there were lots of blocks today. Lots of blocks on their end and our end. Shots blocks. 3 shots. This is big chances. Shots on target, we had 3 shots on target. They had 4 big chances. We created 2 big chances and missed one of our big chances. And fouls committed, 13 of us to 9 of theirs. We really did want to win. We wanted to win this, and yeah, I think we did well enough to win it, and I'm happy. Let's see, anything else we'll have to look at that. In the first half, let's see how everything went. Yeah, I think it pretty much balanced the second half also. Yeah, but overall, I think it was a good performance for us. We'll start looking at the players' numbers in a bit. So if you're in the chat, anything else you want to say with regards to the game, your observations from the game, say it. It'd be interesting to see what you have to say before we go on to looking at individual performances. Phil, anything else you want to say? All right, Petrovic. Let's look at his numbers and see anything we can see there. I think it was an excellent game for him. Good saves and his calmness on the ball. So I like that. Saves 4 out of 4 saves. Yep. Again, accurate passes 13 out of 19, 68%. Accurate long balls 3 out of 7, 43%. That's poor. Diving saves 3. Saves inside the box 3. Those don't really matter. Throws are 5, high claims 2, recoveries 7, and then total touches is 30. I think it was a good game for him, and he did really, really well. So let's hear you. Anything else you want to say? Your observations from the game? Let's hear you. Otherwise, we'll be rounding up very soon. Do not think to be too far ahead. Let's see. Imagine Nicholas Jackson under Tuchel. I think Tuchel would have loved Nicholas Jackson because of his hold up play and everything, and his fighting spirit, his pressing also. I think Nicholas Jackson would still do well on that. He's actually done well under Mauricio Pochettino, actually. And people don't seem to. People often look beyond the fact that he was our top scorer. I think he's not right now, and start, you can say, giving him sticks for things he didn't do right, without comparing those things he didn't do right to the things he's done right. But I think he's a good player. Just go away. You're going to that place, really. You're going to that place, and Nicholas Jackson would have gotten us a 15 to 20 goals under Thomas Tuchel. And maybe I'm not too sure. So let's look at the players' numbers one by one. I want to look at Enzo Fernandez. Have we? I don't think we have, but he was. Really, I think we've looked at his numbers actually already. He created 3 chances in total. Let's see, 4 out of 6. I think we have 2 out of 2 accurate crosses. I think we've looked at him. Let's look at Caicedo too. But I'm waiting for you. As I do that, I'm waiting for you to let me know. You can say your thoughts are from the game. For me, it wasn't the best, but we did well enough to win the game. And 1-0 wins, like Bobby said, I agree. It can make or mar your season. The fact that we won, I'm happy. The fact that we've seen occasions where we struggle so badly and end up conceding unnecessary goals due to defensive errors or mix up in the midfield. For me, that the fact that we didn't concede, I'll take it.
It's called grinding out a result, coach, and that is the stuff of
grinding out result. That's the language. Yeah. Go ahead if you are still speaking, Bobby.
Yeah, I was saying, if you want to be a successful team, you have to be able to grind out a result. These kids are learning all these things, physicality, playing badly and winning, battling. The process is in process, if you see what I'm saying. So the fact that I'm thrilled that we can win this way, it's crucial. 1-0, clean sheet, 1 extra goal, 3 extra points. Climbed up to, at the moment, at least 8th in the table. That's significant. I think that is an improvement. Certainly, we didn't take 6 points off Fulham last season. I think it was 3. So that in itself is an improvement. So, we need that patience. I keep saying it and I can't say it enough. I have faith in this project. Let players come back from injury. Let's have 1 or 2 more additions. I think we found our goalkeeper. Onwards and upwards, really. I am so impressed with Petrovic. I have no words. I'm
impressed, yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost scared to say it. He's solid and he can only get better. It's another kid, coach. Imagine that, So we can't despair with this team. I just pray we can get through Borough, because this playing twice a week, as you've said, Cole Palmer looks jaded. But we deal
Yeah,
with
he
each
got tired
obstacle.
towards the end of the game.
Yeah, that's playing twice a week. Another thing they're learning, that endurance, that resilience to do that, because it takes
Mhm.
a lot out of your body. But the top, if you're going to be a top player in a top team, that's going to be your daily occurrence, including internationals. A lot of football, a lot of football.
Yeah, and let's look at Caicedo's numbers. And I see Vic wants us to look at Colwell's numbers. We'll do that in a bit. Caicedo played 90 minutes, accurate passes of 47 out of 50, not bad, 94%. Chances created, one. A fantasy point. Touches 60, and passes into the final third, 4. Not bad. Accurate long balls, 2 out of 2. He actually picks. He's excellent with those long balls that he picks, and he adds pace to it. That even before whether yeah, he was solid before the oppositions do anything, before the opposition players are able to do anything, the ball gets to its intended destination. That's one thing I like about his long balls from Moises Caicedo. Let's see, tackles 1, 3 out of 4. That's excellent. Blocks 1, clearances 2, defensive actions 9 in total. Recoveries 6. Dribbled pass 3 times. Duels 1, 6. Dues lost 8 because he went for a lot. Ground dues 1, 4 out of 10. That's at least get it to 50-50. That's a bit poor. Area dues 1, 2 out of 4, 50%. That's fine. But he had a solid game. Wasn't perfect, but he had a solid game, and I think he's improving. Yeah, he's improving by each game. So let's look at Levi Colwill. That's another player that had an excellent game, in my opinion. He did really well, even in the left back position, and I've never for once blamed him for playing in that position. I've always come to his defense, arguing that traditionally he's a centre back. So I don't blame him too much for playing in the left back position. If he makes mistakes such as drifting inwards, trying to mark the man in the central area when he's a left back, and leaving that position vulnerable. Colwill rating, we'll go through it in a bit. Just give me 1 second. Something is sounding like my alarm is blaring. Let me be sure. Okay, because if that's the case, my kids will they will go bananas right now. Colwill rating, we'll take a look at it in a bit. If Chelsea had Enzo and Caicedo and Kante in that midfield under Tuchel, we would have won out the league. Instead, okay, we had slow Jorginho and inconsistent Kovacic in midfield. Okay, let's try and keep the topics aligned. It's up to the captain of the house to remind people, let's keep the topics aligned. If we can win all our games with 1-0, it's a fine with me. Dumpry, I think I agree. Remember your time. Oh, lots of 1-0 wins. Constantine Dante says, I cannot believe the opposition didn't go that hard at Colwill. Winnan went on the side at Gusto. Colwill at least wasn't horrible today. Thank you for him. He was excellent, in my opinion. He was actually the top rated on Fort Mob, actually. Big up to you too, EE. Nice to see you, EE. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. I haven't seen you in a while, and I hope the case is that you've been busy and nothing bad has happened on your end. But thank you for joining us. This particular, it's still morning for me, still 7 a.m. Fofana, Lavia, and Kungu needed to put themselves together. Enough of this injury thing. Caicedo was solid. I think I agree with you. Again, we had 5 yellow cards. 2 for kicking ball away. I don't get it. The kicking the ball away thing, one, I can't believe it. It shouldn't be happening to us all the time. I was so impressed with Caicedo today. He reminds me of his Brighton days. I think he will get there. Bigger fellas, Cole Palmer again, the only reliable player. He was excellent on the day. We will still. Have we looked at his number already? I don't think we have. Coach, your kids needs to stop. We should stop. What you have in your room? Just go away. Colwill was top rated. I don't know how, because he did well and he created a few good chances. Let's look at his numbers here. He played 90 minutes, total shots 1. Just give me a second here. And accurate passes. I have to open it again. That's because I highlighted something and wanted to click out of it, and then it happened. If you're hearing anything like a whistle, please do let me know. Accurate passes 41 out of 50. 5, not bad, 75%. Chances created. Just give me 1 second. Something is smelling here. I hope. Bobby, go ahead. You can speak. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Bobby wasn't there to keep you guys engaged while I was out. Constantine was that bad. Let's see what else we have. Enzo and Caicedo really solid today. Need more performances like that from them. Let's see what else we have. Some of those are fake stats. Let's see. I want more from Caicedo. I would be happy if he gets his first Chelsea goal. I think we'll go with, if we go with a 4-3-3 structure where he plays as an 8. I think he'll do well. Let's see what else we have here. Coach, I like the profile picture that you have. It looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was the suit I wore to the graduation for my master's degree. So yeah, I never forget it. I usually don't wear suits, so every time I wear one, I don't forget those dates. Yeah, when Caicedo can play proper CM, then we will. I think we'll see more from him as an 8. Let's see. Colwill played 90 minutes. 41 passes. I think pass accuracy 41 out of 55, 75%. Not bad. Chances created 1. Let's go down further. Attack. Touches 95 in total. Touches in the opposition box are 3 in total. Successful dribbles 2 out of 4, 50%. Not bad. Passes into the final third, 16. Wow, 16 in total from a defender. That's excellent, actually. Accurate crosses 0 out of 2. So yeah, Paul there. Accurate long balls 3 out of 7. That's Paul still. But you can say acceptable. Tackles 1, 4 out of 6. Not bad. Clearances 6 in total. Headed clearances 2 in total. Interceptions 3. Defensive actions 18 in total. Recoveries 10. That's a high. Duels 1, 10. Duels lost 7. Ground duels 1, 8 out of 13. 62%. Not bad. Aerial duels 1, 2 out of 4. 50%. Not bad. I think it was a good game for him. In my opinion, I think he did very well on the day. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Have we actually checked Gallagher? I think we should. We should check Gallagher's numbers and see how well he did. If Lavia stops getting injured, then we will see a Caicedo as an 8. Yeah, Lavia, for me, is the more equipped to play as that sitting 6 because him, Enzo Fernandez, and Moses Caicedo, and all the midfielders we have right now, I think he's the better. He's better at beating the press than all other players, which means he do better traditionally as a sitting 6 and can help us play at the back, play out from the back, even if you had players on him. Yes, coaches are. Just go away. That's actually, I think, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Can Poch organize training sessions around the players and not getting booked for kicking the ball away after a foul or something along that lines? Whistle has blown, don't put the ball. I think he need to. But that's my bro. Zion, big up to you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join us on the show. I hope you're doing well. And this is for you. Much love to you, brother. And please, if you're watching, if you haven't taken a second, go check out the Blue Clouds Media. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help my brother to get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He deserves that. Streams every day. Usually 3 hours after the Blue Morning Show. And he deserves more. But nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you joining. Coach, a nice guy. No controversies at Tattoo. Never loses in finals. He will win trophies if he plays football. Oh, thank you. But I'm blushing anyway. I'm going to go pink in a bit. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, Constantine. Let's see what else we have here. Let's check Gallagher's numbers here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. By the way, I think the Sassi was excellent today. He can be cold ice on the ball too. But sometimes you can see him make some mistakes. He was go, what the heck is this? Total shots, 3 in total. Accurate passes of 44 out of 50, 88%. Chances created 2 in total. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, let's go to attack. Shot accuracy 2, 0 out of 2. Block shot 1. Touches 65. Touches in the opposition box 4 in total. Passes into the final third 7. Accurate crosses. Okay, didn't attempt any long balls. Dispossessed 1 time. Tackles 1 out of 2, 50%. Not bad. Clearances 1. Recoveries, it wasn't, you can say he had an okay game. He wasn't perfect, but he had an okay game. Ground duels 1, 3 out of 5, 60%, not bad. Aerial duels 1, that's how he's staying, 70%, 1 out of 6. So he did okay. So I wouldn't say he still got the job done for the manager, did what he's known to. You say he's known for on the pitch. Coach never had a bad haircut. Okay, stop. Otherwise I'm gonna turn pink here. Blues are back in business. Over half of Chelsea's Premier League wins this season have come since December. Only Liverpool boasts more points since then. So yeah, so we've actually improved, and I hope we continue in that trajectory. The Sassi shocked me. He was great. Please, Chelsea, let Silva go. He's struggling to catch up runs with these kids. Silva only struggles when it comes to pace, especially if we play with the high line. But if he can, he reads the game so well, I'd still use him. But I'd use him sparingly. I'd start learning to play without him. I think that's important. 27 likes, people. We are shameless, really. How can we have 858 views in the back end with just 27 likes? We should be doing better than that. I'm not sure why we don't have at least 30 to 35 likes yet. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes will go a long way. He was not bad today considering how he does normally. Yeah, he did well today. Cole Palmer will win a trophy at Chelsea before Mount wins trophy at Manchester United. That I like. And the Kuchila Heck has attacking wing backs. Just go away. I don't like you, and you know that. And Dupree, let me say this. I think Nightbot is deleting your message because she used more than 3 emojis, and you know that. But I've again shown your message again. It says we are shameless. Could she drop the bomb? Yeah, we're shameless. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to take it. Yeah, I do quite a lot, but I actually have nearly dreads, if you know me. Raheem Sterling, a crafty movement or expert diving. What's the key to winning the most penalties in the Premier League? Let's just stick with the penalty he won for us today. I'm just going to say the rule says minimal contact, and there was one. And as a professional, you say as an experienced player, he made the most of the opportunity. And the referee, in my opinion, had no option than to award a penalty to Chelsea. And he could have, again, I don't think that was enough to bring him down. But that's football for you. And the rule says minimal contact, and there was a contact enough, and he took advantage of that. In my opinion, it's football. But I know referees will probably by now they know him as diver, and I'm shocked he got that because it could have. You can say referee could have looked at it and said not enough to bring him down, but the rule says minimal contact, and the trailing leg was caught. In my opinion, Coach, when will you come to Stamford Bridge? When we have a Premier League game, I think another time. That will be when my vacation comes around again, or maybe if I'm traveling to Africa. Because usually I often stop at Heathrow Airport. I've stopped there like, let's say 10 times now and still didn't get to see a Chelsea game live in the UK. I've seen Chelsea games like 3-4 times in the US, but not in the UK. So that will happen next time I'm traveling. I strongly believe that will happen. Let's see. Even Raheem's legit penalties look like it's diving, shaking my head. I think I agree with you. Keep up the show, gents. Enjoying it. Nice to see you there, Glenn. Glenn, I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join. 10-10. Glenn 10. I like that. Starling is looking for penalties, looking for a touch from the defense. And the defense inexperience probably led to the guy, you can say, sticking in the foot, and he made the most of it. I'm saying he's averaging the most penalties won in the Premier League. Yeah, I think he's one of those. Yeah, I agree with you. And you can say I'm not disputing that. Coach, let me know when you travel to Africa. We can go to Anambra together. So you're from Anambra State. What part of Anambra? I used to live. I lived in Onisha. Yep, for a while. Yep, not Iwe. I know the most popular place probably in Anambra State is Onisha, given the size of the market and all that. Ref looked at him, wasn't going to call penalty, but look at the linesman and gave it a Sterling. Even a legit penalty makes it look like a dive. Yeah, he made a meal of that, but there was contact, and clearly, I think the VAR side did see that the VAR officials did see that there was a contact, and probably communicated with the referee that yeah, that was a contact there. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We sincerely do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. One more like to get it to 30 likes. We'll be rounding up soon. Imagine Mudryk and Kunku, Palmer, or Simham front of four next season. Yeah, but let's see what the club does. Broya, summer clear out. He's not the player I had in mind. I think that's a player in him, but you have to take into account the fact that he was out injured for a long while. That on its own is a huge issue in my opinion. But let's see, Coach, are you gonna watch the AFCON? Yeah, I'm not gonna miss them. I will be doing shows on Soccer Perspective. I would do either. I think I may do that later today. The AFCON preview show where I preview the groups and predict what teams will win the groups. I will do that later today or tomorrow. It doesn't matter if teams have played a few games here and there. I think I can still do it. And I want to be doing predicted lineup, but I need to work with some people like my fellow Nigerians saying get Nigeria's predicted lineup for a particular game, and I'll do a YouTube shot and put it up there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Let's see. Nicholas Jackson on the left wing reminds me of Nicholas Anelka during the 2009-010 season under Ancelotti. Was that under Ancelotti? Both Anelka and Anelka and Drogba played on the Scolari too, I think so. But keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes will go along with us. Let's look at Cole Palmer's numbers. We're getting there gradually. I think we'll round off after maybe who else? Let's see. Cole Palmer played how many minutes? 8 to 9 minutes. Total shots of 3, one goal from the spot. Chances created 1. Let's see anything. Attack, shot accuracy 2 out of 3, 67%, not bad. Touches 64, touches in opposition box 3 in total. Successive dribbles 1 out of 2, 50%. Passes into the final third, 6 in total. Accurate crosses 0 out of 6 attempts. Wow, that's poor really. Accurate long balls 3 out of 3. Corners he took a 4 in total. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. And ground dudes 1, 2 out of 3. Not a bad game. I think he did well enough. As usual. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. 29 likes. One more. Come on, people. Let's get it to at least 30 likes. This says, how was Gallagher? I didn't see the game until the 80th minute. He did. You can say he did his job. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It wasn't a bad game. He did his job. The only you can say the person that didn't do that much was just Broya, but he did his best also. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Under Ancelotti, front three where Nicholas Anelka, Didier Drogba, Solomon Kalou, sometimes Joe Cole played in the front three. We had so many squad depth. We had it was something. We had a special squad at the time. Information Supreme number 3. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Yep, 3 points. I guess that's what you're trying to say there. Let's look at who else is number. Let's look at let's go by look at Malagusta's number. He was excellent, and I think probably could have done more had it not been for the yellow. I was actually concerned that he was going to get the second yellow and be suspended. We just need a 4 more a cold Palmer from from Challenging City. I think we're good. Let's see what's wrong with Broya. He looks so distracted and bothered. I don't think he is. I think that's just him. I think you could argue he's still recovering. He's not fully fit yet in terms of match fitness, and he's not. You can say he's not in full form yet, for lack of a better language. There, Palmer seems to overthink passes sometimes. I think I agree with you. Looks for a pass, then changes his mind and then undercuts and sometimes shoots unnecessarily from a distance. He said the sort of shots that the rugby union would be proud of. 89 minutes for Malo Gusto. Total shots 1. Accurate passes 40 out of 50, 80%, not bad. Chances created 3 in total. Let's see what else we have here. Did not attempt any shots. Okay. Let's see. Touches 69 in total. Touches in opposition box 5 in total. Passes into the final third 2. Accurate crosses 1 out of 3. Okay, 33%. That's poor. Accurate long balls 2 out of 3. That's good in my opinion. Anything else? Defense clearances 2. Header clearances 1. Defensive action 3 in total. Recoveries 3. I think he did well. He had a solid game. Not perfect, but he had a solid game. But fully well that's an excellent player in him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let me see if there's any comments on Instagram because I've left them for a while. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. If you're following the show on Instagram, please do us a favor and follow the account there to help us grow.
I'm sorry.
And also, if you're following the show on Facebook, please be sure to follow our Facebook account. If you're following the show on X, formerly known as Twitter, please be sure to follow our account there. We sincerely do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your support there. Mudrik, fanboys that didn't like this match. I wanted him to start over Raheem Sterling, but I'll take the result and we'll move on from that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Who said I'm sorry? I have my iPad on the table on my desk here. So I actually just play around with it and pressed the button, and he was listening, thinking I was asking her a question. Siri thought I was asking her a question. So let's look at whose numbers here. Let's look at this. I think he had an excellent game, but the yellow was unnecessary. But you could argue he probably didn't. I don't know. He's not deaf. He should have. I think he should know that the referee had already blown the whistle. He played 90 minutes. Let's see what else we have here. Accurate passes, 53 out of 61. That's excellent in my opinion. Let's see what else we have here. Touches 71 in total. Touches in opposition box 1. Passes into the final third 7. Wow, that's a high for a defender. Accurate long balls 1 out of 250%. Not bad. Defense blocks 1. Clearances 4. Header clearance 1. Defensive action 5 in total. Recoveries 4 in total. Duels 1, 5. Duels lost 1. Wow, that's excellent. Aerial duels 1, 4 out of 5 out of 6. 83%. So he had a solid game in my opinion. Keep drops on the stream, people. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. I appreciate you all. What really happened? I'm reading something here where Pochettino is saying, I don't know what that is. Let me see if I find it on X. Pochettino saying an incident that happened. Pochettino says something ahead of a Fulham game affected the players, affected the performance. Says something ahead of his side's game against West London rivals Fulham had an impact on their performances. The Blues won. Okay. The first half was something happened before the game that I cannot explain. But it's impacted the performance. What happened really? And pushing the details of the incident, Pochettino added, nothing, it's nothing big. Small details that sometimes affect the team. You need to know something affected the performance, but it's not important for you or our fans to know. More to follow. So I'm not sure what happened. Anybody acquainted with what he's saying happened before the show that impacted the performance of the players? I'm not too sure, but that's what he's saying. But we won, and I'm going to take that. We'll find out sooner or later what really happened that affected the performance of the players. Was Chilwell at left back? I quite didn't understand his position. He was left wing. Yeah, but thank you for explaining that, Constantine Dante. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. I don't rate Chilwell. I prefer him over Colwill on that flank. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Why make comments like that and not disclose it? Laugh out loud. Then don't even say it's. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand that. So Why would he say that? Is it even necessary for him to say that? We won. Just leave it at the fact that we won and not try to come up with excuses. People are will continue to say he's making up excuses there. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. Mind games, maybe, I don't know, but mind games after the game. Hi, coach, we have won and not bad game. I think we played well. We played well enough, but it wasn't excellent. So this game, something affected players, but all other games not. So I'm not too sure what to make of it. He really does flip-flop. But if you're gonna say that, tell us what happened. I really do want to know. Or was there a leak with regards to who's starting and who's not starting? I'm not too sure. But Houston, as much as I'd say it wasn't an excellent performance, I still liked the performance in my opinion. Yeah, I liked it. I think we did well. The only person that didn't measure my expectation or live up to my expectation was this Broya, and I still don't blame him. I think he did well too, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 35 likes. We should be doing better than that, and we will be rounding up in the beat. Bobby equal to Enzo played well. Bobby, you have anything else to say, Bobby? And you know you can always come in whenever you want. You have anything else to say? Up to you. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I like the fact that we could grind out a result. I think it's very, very important, especially when a team isn't playing well, lacking confidence here and there, not fully integrated here and there. Grinding out a result is very important. Now all focus has to be on the Middlesbrough game. You know, people are thinking, oh, it's only half time. Oh, well, you know what it's like, what we're like when teams decide they're going to defend. And I think Middlesbrough will do that. I'm not sure how many of their injuries will be back, but, we need to really focus on keeping our energy level up enough to win that game. It's crucial. And then after that, there's Liverpool. So there's really no rest. And the more of our injuries we get back, the better. I don't know. I'm yet to watch the game. I'm about to start to watch it. Did Carney get on the field at all? Did he? Coach?
Yeah, I think he did. 90th
Okay,
minute.
well,
Yeah, so that's a
if he
good
got
sign
a
for
few
us.
minutes, if he got a few minutes, then maybe he can get a few minutes against Middlesbrough, and then hopefully a few more minutes against Liverpool, which will be very important. So yeah, I'm pleased with the 3 points. Much needed, honestly, at this time of the season. Very much needed. We've gone up the table a little bit. It's encouraging. Can we keep the
Yeah,
momentum
a much
going?
needed point. It will go a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, can we keep the momentum going? Well, with this team, it's one game at a time. One game at a time. That's all.
Yeah. Yes, and I don't like this thing. That comment is trending. Poch needs to slow down his comments to the media. I think if he wasn't going to tell us what happened, he shouldn't say anything about it. Maybe Poch needs more followers on his social media. Maybe. Very important that we held our own. I'll take that win anytime, any day. We are in top 8, Bobby. Yeah, a few minutes he had. Houston, but let's get back to the Poch's comment. He shouldn't be saying something happened that affected the player's performance before the game started. If he's not gonna divulge or say what it is, it just doesn't make sense. He's gonna, you can say, he'd be bringing more scrutiny on himself, or he will. You can say that will raise more questions. It just sounds as if he's making excuses, and he should stop. We won. Just go home, answer some questions, and go home and say yes, we won, but we should have done better than we did, and leave it at that, and not start trying to explain why we didn't play well. I just didn't like that, in my opinion. But I guess, yeah, I get this, coach. If we miraculously beat Villa, draw with Liverpool, and beat Wolves and Palace, we go fourth, and I think we can. We get more players back. Akani is a huge addition to the team after his return to injury. Played a few minutes today. Chances are he starts next game or starts off the bench. I think we'll be better placed. And let's see what happens. Poch, I'm going to say this, and that gives me hope. The fact history show that he's always had difficult start to life at all the club that he's coached. Usually his team picks up a second half of the season, and we're there now. And signs are good, especially in the Premier League, where we've won how many home games in a row. So I'll take that. In all honesty, I'm happy. What has Pochettino said, Coach? That something happened before the game that affected the players' performance. For me, that's not necessary. I'm not sure why he's chosen to say that, and they're saying that he hasn't actually elaborated or told them, okay, exactly why that's the case. I just don't understand. And that depends on other teams losing as well. So straightforward. Yeah, but at least let's win all the games. Let it be that those teams that didn't lose games. Yeah, let's just play our part. And yeah, let's if those teams lose games, then things will fall into place. But I understand where you're coming. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Rich, this game convinced you. A quick turnaround right there, right? That's like this. Boom. It's convinced. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be rounding up in a bit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How many likes? 36 likes. I don't know why the likes are slow today. Let's see if we are at 18,400 yet. Okay, we're still at 18,399. One more to get it to 18,400. I think we'll get there soon. And hopefully we get to 20,000 by the time the transfer window ends. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Did we? Let's look at 1,000 views. Thiago Silva, let's see how well he did. I think he had an excellent game, except for that at that point where that Fulham player cooked him. That was crazy. Let's see what else we have. He played 90 minutes, and then we have accurate passes 60 out of 67, 90%, not bad. Chances created 0. Then let's go. Touches 83 in total. Wow, that's a lot. Passes into the final third 8. Accurate long balls 0 out of 5, so he was poor in that aspect today. Tackles 1, non-attempted clearances 11 in total. Headed clearances 2, interceptions 1, defensive actions 16 in total. Recoveries 3, dribbled past 1 time. Dues 1, dues lost 5. Ground dues 1 out of 5. Wow, that's poor really. So yeah, maybe it's time we'll start giving other people a chance. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else Leighton has to say here. Bobby, relegation fear gone now, coach. You can argue that, but it's still there. Mathematically, it's still possible. 9 points from being safe from relegation. Punch out. Oh my goodness. If you put it that way, yeah. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 12 more likes to get it to 100 likes. 12 more views to get it to 1,000 views. Let's get it there. I seriously believe that we need a proven striker. Yeah, shocking, right? We all believe that that's the case. I cannot see the bottom three teams getting points. Let's see what else we have here. Silva had more touches than our 10. Yeah, that's because your 10, he has something. His role is different. Not to do too much with the ball, in my opinion. So let's look at the table, actually. Let's look at the print. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's get to where we are. We are. Where is it? We're in position 8. Okay. And below us is Newcastle United. Okay. Below us is Manchester United with 20 games. So if they play one more and win, they go 34. And by the way, they have -5 goals. Newcastle United will go, if they play one more and win, they go 32 points. Okay, not bad for us. Actually, it's looking good everywhere. But let's see, who are they going to play next? That's important. Manchester United next game I want to see. Let's see United's next game. Let's look at them here. We're going to fix just right there. Next game, they're playing Tottenham. Okay, tomorrow they're playing Tottenham. So I think they're going to lose that one. That's a small check. Newcastle United, their next game, Manchester City. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me check. Yeah, that's isn't it today actually? And this is actually our third straight Premier League win. So 9:30 a.m. my time, Newcastle will take on Manchester City, and I think they're losing that one. That's a small opinion. Let's see what else. Wolves, they are on 28 points. If they win the next one, their next game, because they have a game in hand, they'd be 31 points. But it would take a lot for them to catch us. That's because they have -1 goal. And we have how many goals? 4 in total. So I think it's looking good for us, actually. The table is looking good for us right now. And Brighton will play. What team are they going to play tomorrow? The next game. Let's see Brighton's next game. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. 10 roll. Don't do anything going forward. And don't touch the ball just around. Just go away. Let's see what else we have. The Chelsea board will be happy with the win, but they will probably still might bring in a striker in this general. Let's see what they do. That's exactly the job of number 10, to play between the lines and receive those balls and link up play. Yep, create chances. United and Spurs need to draw. But let's see. It looks like at most what they will get from those games will be a draw. But let's see. Our goal difference actually will help us. If we Brighton has 5, we have one more than us goal difference. But let's see. Crazy how things can change. Newcastle in the 10th position. Yeah, exactly. We just have to do well. Hopefully we get more players back from injury, and Chile being back. Hopefully the manager will play me in the left back position or switch to a back 3 where Benchua gets to play as a wing back. For me, I'd say it's been an excellent conversation with you guys, and I cannot thank you enough. Bobby, do you have anything else you want to say, or should we call it a day? All right, it looks like Bobby isn't there. But I want to say thank you, Chimera. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Thank you, Constantine Denti. Much love to you. Thank you, Rich Moneymakers. Nice to see you. And thank you to all of you there. And how do you pronounce this one really? Is it Dumpry? But Dumpry, nice to see you. All of you, if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers. Yeah, I think he could show up to play left back.